In my third year as a glacier guide in Alaska, I was feeling pretty confident in my skills. So when my friend Elizabeth asked if I wanted to be her assistant guide on a fly-in base camping trip, I said that sounds pretty chill. She told me that the clients were the 4 women that I'd met on the deck that afternoon. I remembered those women because they were decked out head to toe in brand new, super expensive rain gear, which is a red flag for any guide. If your client shows up with brand new gear that they've obviously never used, they have no experience. And for these ladies, they had never been camping. They had never slept in a tent before. So this base camping trip starts with a 40-minute plane ride into the largest protected wilderness in North America. And the bush plane lands, and you get all your camping stuff out of the airplane, and then the pilot waves goodbye and gets in the plane and takes off. And in the moment the plane goes out of view, I watch these 4 women have the gut-wrenching realization that they just paid somebody to strand them in the middle of nowhere. And as they're sitting with that realization, I go and set up camp. And we set up 4 tents, 1 for each of them. It was very cute, next to a little alpine lake, snow-capped peaks in the background. Their first night camping was spectacular. The next day, we decided to go on a day hike to the other side of the valley. There's a bunch of alpine, and the blueberries were going off. And Elizabeth and I decided not to bring the rope. We brought a rope on the trip, but decided we don't need it for the day hike. We're not expecting to walk on any glaciers, and if we do, we don't think they're gonna have any snow on them. If a glacier is covered in snow, it's customary to tie yourself to each other in case somebody unexpectedly falls into a crevasse. So we hike for about 2 hours from camp, and we get to the toe of this glacier and realize that it is the best way to the blueberries. So we start hiking up over the ice, and there's a little bit of snow. And then there's a little bit more snow. And at this point, Elizabeth goes ahead to scout our easiest way off of the ice, which can be challenging. So it's just me and these 4 clients, and I'm probing using my ski pole to make sure that everything we walk on is snow with ice underneath it, not snow with air underneath it. And I'm probing and I'm probing and I'm explaining how I'm keeping us safe by probing every single step that I'm free falling. For long enough to think a few things. First, I'm gonna die. Next, what an embarrassing way for a glacier guide to die. And then, hey, let's try and not die. And I put my arms out and my legs and I try and stop myself on the sides of the crevasse, and I come to a slow stop on a rotten snow bridge inside the glacier. I'm 20 feet inside the ice. It's dark, it's cold. I look up, and through the hole that I created when I plummeted into the glacier, I see Elizabeth looking down at me. We make eye contact. Neither one of us needs to say that we should have brought the rope. We make a plan. I feel like I can climb out of this crevasse a certain amount, and Elizabeth has an idea for a way to pull me over the overhanging snow lip at the top of the crack. So I start shimmying my way up. I'm pushing against the walls. I'm using every crack and hold that I can. I'm terrified because I don't think that the rotten snow bridge below me is gonna sustain another fall. As I get near the top, I see the first of 5 brightly colored rain jackets, tied sleeve to sleeve, being lowered down to me. And those gals pulled me out of the ice into the safety and the sunshine, and we went and ate some blueberries.